The last 100 years, Canale has printed them on paper day by day. The belief and commitments of 4 generations have made this a successful story. The history of our company begins in the early years of the last century. In Turin, 2 brothers were attending the courses of the Salesiani School of Graphic in Castelnuovo, founded and run by Don Bosco, who would later be canonized as a saint. The first decided to pursue a religious life among the Salesianis, and the second, Giacomo, decided to carry on in the field of printing. In 1915, he founded a printing company and began to offer his own services of printing and binding to the local publishers and universities. In 1928, he bought the first Rapida di Lusso, built by Nebbiolo in Turin. In 1935, the son of Giacomo, Giuseppe, joined his fathers in the business and devoted himself to the development of a strategic partnership with the leading company in Turin, Fiat, for which they became the most important supplier for the production of maintenance and user manuals and repair manuals for the cars. During the war, the factory was bombed and Giuseppe was forced to move machineries to the new premises in Corso San Maurizio, where he added new machines, all of German origin. After the war ended and the country underwent some years of reconstruction, the economy boomed. The strong increase in car sales generated a high consumption of printed materials, from Topolino to 500C to 600, and then the new 500 and the prestigious 130. They were all equipped with an operation and maintenance manual, prepared and printed by Canale in all languages, together with the workshop manuals sent to dealers worldwide. The same for the industrial trucks, Fiat Unic Magirus, that would all become Iveco. In 1955, Giuseppe needed to build a new plant that could accommodate new machines, such as the first 2-colour printing machine of large cylindrical format, the König and the Bauer Sturmvogel. The new Urania and Saturnia from Nebbiolo, followed later by a cylindrical Heidelberg and the first 2-colour sheet-fed rotary printing for large print runs. Nebbiolo supplied the first 2-colour offset large format press, the Invicta. Canale stepped forward to the great graphics industry with over 200 employees. In 1966, Giacomo, Giuseppe's son, joined the company. Having previously travelled worldwide, Giacomo believed he could develop the activity beyond the borders of the country. Thus, he proposed to his father's strategic investments. Typography was an outdated technology. It was necessary to invest in large format offset printing machines. A Crabtree machine for the black printing and a 110 by 160 Roland Ultra for the colour printing was installed. So Giacomo started to present Canale to large publishers, first to the French ones and then to the English ones. In 1984, Canale decided to step into a new market, magazines. He needed to find a second plant to install the web machines, 2 16-pages Nebbiolo. After a year, these machines were moved to a new site, 4 times larger, where 1 at the beginning, then 2, then 3 32-pages Baker & Perkins were installed. These machines printed some of the most important Italian fashion magazines. At the same time, it was the utmost importance to ensure the binding services to the customer, and therefore, in 1985, the Bertello di Borgo San Dalmazzo bookbinders was acquired, a renowned facility specialised in the production of hardcover books. At the turn of the 80s and 90s, Canale became one of the largest colour printers with its own bookbinding, able to produce books in industrial print runs, magazines and school books for the entire Europe. The company employed more than 400 people. In 1990, Canale moved the factory of sheet-fed machines to the current location in Borgaro, on a 50,000 square metre plot of land, where he installed the Roland 800s, the Timsons for web printing in black and in 2 colours, and the paperback and staple bindery. The activity with Fiat had reduced, and the part dedicated to international publishing was developed intensively. The company had only to win the Italian publishing market, a prerogative of printers in Milan. Thus, in 1992, the plant of Motta Publishing in Milan was acquired. From 1998, the company began the replacement campaign of the sheet-fed Roland 800s with the new generation of KBA 162. A total of 12 machines were installed in different sites. Between 1998 and 2000, the company installed 2 new 48 pages Litherman machines that finally enabled Canale to face the international web market. The growing trend of the company was interrupted by the Chinese competition, which started to break into the European market. With very different working conditions from Europe, they could offer very aggressive prices. It was at this time that Giacomo, recently joined in the company by his daughters Alice and Carola, and his son Giuseppe, decided that the solution to face the Chinese competition was the relocation of part of the production. A new plant in Eastern Europe could ensure the most competitive prices in Europe, along with a much shorter delivery time compared to the Chinese. In 2005, the plant in Arese was closed and a plant in Bucharest was acquired. Giuseppe Giacomo's son, along with a team of experienced colleagues from Italy, had the mission to turn the small printing house acquired, mostly dedicated to the local market, into a factory specialised in high-quality sheet-fed and web printing, with a fully equipped bindery able to manage the production of a large range of books at international standards of quality and service. In 2006, the company reached a turnover of 100 million euros. At the same time, between 2006 and 2008, major investments were made at the premises in Borgaro. 2 80-page lithomans replaced the 48-page machines. 2 faster, perfect binding machines were dedicated to the production of magazines in sewn paperback. Today, Canale Group counts 2 factories, 450 employees, and delivers its products all over Europe. More than 60 million books and magazines are printed, and over 50,000 tons of paper are used every year. We strongly believe in the book market. It's only a matter of adapting to its changes and our partners' needs. It's a matter of flexibility, and we know this is our strong point. We are celebrating the first 100 years of printing, and we are looking forward because nothing stood the test of time like books.